dropping him for a loss of... He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Ravens at 4-3, a game over 500. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catch. yards. On second down, here's Fournette.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Fournette running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Brady. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. To throw is Brady. Here's White. They set up the screen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Brady now to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Suck him for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. But so
that's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. first down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Cade Otton. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try now for Suckum. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cade Otton cap things off for the touchdown grab. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Wilson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Complete to Likely on the out route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Throwing now. Wilson on first down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete bag. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brady now on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. This one taken in by Otten. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Finding Otten once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From midfield, here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by Tony. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. There's Wilson. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. They don't get the hook up there, but you're running up the middle of the since he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. William Golston with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brady toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage from 17 yards out, as his guys had opened up a very comfortable lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. He was ready to play 6. While this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Suck up for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
Now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. throwing out left and finding Likely. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs will have the football. Set to begin their next possession. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, Leonard Fournette, so big and strong, tough to wrap up. At that time, they did so by grabbing the face mask.
As you well know, he's much too big for guys to try and arm tackle. You've got to bring some body with you. This time, the hand got up too high, and that necessitated the throwing of the flag.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Brady. Here's White. They set up the screen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun, Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Kadarius Toney, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Delay of game. Awesome.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. First down, here's White. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
It looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Buccaneers,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.